Hey friends, welcome to today's prep and pack with me for my one-on-one trip with my son to Disneyland. Let's go ahead and get started. Hi guys, I'm Corina, I'm wife and mama to 2 kiddos, and this trip I am planning and prepping for a trip with just my son. We're heading to Disneyland for 4 days, just the 2 of us. This is a trip that he has requested for several months now, and finally we were able to kind of put it on the calendar, get things scheduled, and we're heading out, rain or shine. No matter what kind of disasters come our way, we're going to be in Disneyland together. So I'm working on prepping and packing. I did a full video going through all of our mommy and me outfits because we are coordinating outfits, which is just my MO. Whenever we're in Disney, I like to match and coordinate as much as we can. So I did go ahead and share our outfits for this trip, and I'm going to walk you guys through everything else I'm going to be packing and talk through some of the logistical things that are important and also that my son had a big opinion about. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, friends, starting with the first thing that my son had a big opinion about, he wants his own suitcase for this trip. So I did offer this to him as an option. So do you want to take a big suitcase with all of our stuff in one, or do you want to have your own suitcase? And he said, ooh, I want my own suitcase. So this is actually a suitcase that I bought him, I think a couple of years ago before we went to Disney World for sure. Anyways, yeah, a couple years ago. So I bought him and Ella both their own suitcase. And so it has come with us on some trips, but we haven't really needed it a ton for them to have their own. So this will be his first official trip where he has his own suitcase and he's really responsible for it. Obviously I'm going to help him as needed, but he's big enough he can actually handle a full-size suitcase on our trips as we're navigating through the airport and things like that. So I thought this was perfect for him. So I'm going to pack up his clothes in here, some of his accessory things, and then some probably toys and surprises, which I do still need to get, so don't let me forget that. I'm also going to bring our park bag, which is going to be this Mickey and Friends bag for in our stroller, because we are bringing a stroller. He's 7.5, but we still need a stroller for Disney. And then I do have my own little park bag here, which is my mommy inline bag, and I did go with a Pixar theme bag for this trip because it is just he and I, and Pixar heavy stuff is what we're planning to do. So I have this super cute bag that I'm going to be bringing, and I will get it all set up and show you guys and walk through everything that's going to be in this bag for this trip. So that is what we are looking at as far as bags. And then I'm going to try and pack the rest of our stuff, my own clothes, extra accessories, things like that, in this medium-sized suitcase. So wish me luck. I might have to go to a bigger one, but I'm hoping that I can just make it work in here because we won't be gone all that long, but we do have a lot of extras that I do like to bring with us. So, I also am going to have a swim bag, which I will talk about that too. So let's go ahead and go through everything else. So to start off, I do have a couple of these Disney blankets. I might just bring one and put it probably in the car, honestly. Elias will probably want to snuggle with it on our drive down. But we like to have a little blanket that's extra soft and cuddly for the hotel rooms. And like I said, the kids will generally use these in the car on the drive. We could also take it into the parks with us for, the evenings when it gets a little bit chilly. And we're going to do nighttime shows and things like that. So definitely a blanket. I also do have a bubble wand. We're bringing this Stitch one. There's stuff on him. It's weird. Okay. There's extra silicone on him. So we're bringing this Stitch bubble wand and some extra bubble solution. This bubble wand is from Sam's Club. I love these so much. Whenever I see them or they have new options for their bubble wands, I go ahead and grab a pack because they work so well. They put out so many bubbles. They are, I want to say, a 2-pack for $22 or $26, something like that. So very worthwhile. And then you also get this large bubble solution with it. So this is generally plenty. I do pack a small screwdriver and extra batteries so that I can replace the batteries when needed for the bubble wands, but that is my plan for these guys. I also do like to bring a towel in the spring and summer for Disney because Disney does have some water play areas. It's also nice if you are either going onto a water ride or coming off a water ride and you need to kind of wipe down. If you also want to kind of stake out a spot for the parade or a little cavalcade or show, and the ground's going to be warm, you don't want to sit directly on it, and maybe you don't have you don't necessarily need changing pads anymore, like for your diaper bag. It's nice to carry the towel around because it's so versatile. So I will lay this out on the sidewalk before a show or a parade, and we will sit on it. It's nice and, just gives you like a little bit of cushion, but definitely gives you protection from the warmth of the ground. So really like that. It's very versatile, and it's just easy to throw in the bottom of the stroller. I also am going to bring a swim bag because we might swim. It's going to be warm enough, and we'll be at a hotel that has a really fun pool complex. So I have this little pack of swim stuff, goggles, some swim toys, sunscreen, some like sand toys that we won't really need, but I always just keep those in there. And then I have more toys over here. I actually just pulled this out of my kids' bathroom, and they have some extras that have made their way in here. Like, this does not go with this, but this little set is really cute. It's Finding Nemo. So it's like the what's he called? Marlin? Yes. Nope, that's not what he's called. What is he called? The Stingray. There we go. The Stingray teacher, and then a bunch of the little friends. I do need to find the jellyfish because she's not in here, but my kids love this little set. This is from Amazon, and I think they also have it at Target. So I'll link it below so you guys can check that out. I also do have this little pouch. This is my little tech pouch that I'm packing for this trip. My husband is not coming with us, obviously, because it's a one-on-one trip. And so I have to be very responsible for all of the cords we're going to need to make sure we can charge everything, because usually we get down to Anaheim and I tell my husband, ooh, I forgot a cord for this. Ooh, do you have a cord for this? And he always has the extras, but it's going to be on me this time. So I need to make sure to pack all of the extra cords and things that I need. So I just figured a big tech bag like this would suffice. So I have this little like multi-charger thing. I've got our white noise machine, a night light for the bathrooms just in case. This is a ring light that I like to use when it's dark in the parks. This is very bright, so bear with me. But she gets the job done. So I love that. I also do like to kind of give this to my kids. Sometimes they get a little bit concerned when it's super dark and like we're walking. So it's nice for them to have something to hold on to. I also have this fold up laundry hamper. That's a cracker. I also have this fold up laundry hamper. We always bring this and just throw all of our dirty clothes in here. And then we can throw that either right in the car or into a suitcase before we pack up to go. I'm also going to bring my little jewelry box. I haven't put anything in here yet. It's falling apart. I did get a new one that is much larger, but I think I'm going to try and work with this one for now. So there's that. All right, talking about additional clothing items. So because it does get a little bit cool, I did go ahead and grab my son's new fleece jacket. And what I'll probably do is, again, just put this in the bottom of the stroller for when we need it in the evenings. Obviously, he won't need it during the daytime, most likely, but at night, it does get chilly. And I've seen many pictures of him at night in the parks with my husband, where he's like wearing my husband's sweater. And the sleeves are like all the way down to his knees and everything. So bringing a jacket for him because I will not have a big sweater to give him. Then we also have a couple of extra things as far as clothing. So I do like to bring extra outfits for everyone for our park days, just because sometimes you'll have like a really busy morning or early afternoon in the parks. Then you want to go home and take a rest, or, you do get on a water ride and you get wet or dirty or anything like that, and then you just want to change. There's always going to be a need for a change of clothes. So I have an extra top, extra biker shorts, and then a second top as well, for just any kind of moment where either we're tired of our park clothes for that day and we want to change out of them, or we did have like an accident or just something happened and we want to change. So a second couple of pairs of clothes. I do also have a sweater for myself. So for those chilly evenings if need be. And then I also always bring my jean jacket. This is both for the mornings and the evenings, but I like to have a layer of a sweater to go under that for nighttime. I've got a pair of pajamas for myself, a pair of pajamas for Elias, and then again, another change of clothes for him. This is an extra change of clothes that will basically live in my park bag. And so if he does get wet or tired or dirty, or if he does get wet or soiled or anything like that, I can go ahead and plop this out and change him as needed. And I will have a secondary outfit as well. I'm doing laundry for the kids, so I need to grab another pair of shorts for him and a t-shirt. And then I do have a couple of sweatshirts for him. So I mentioned this yellow Mickey one in the outfit rundown, but I did not mention this Lightning McQueen one, which is so cute. This is the back of it, again from H&M, and then here's the front, just so cute. So Lightning McQueen sweater, and then I do have a swimsuit, a cover up for myself, and a swimsuit and a rash guard for Elias. So that's gonna be everything that we're packing. The swim gear I'm gonna put into a swim bag, and then we also have to pack our clothes and toiletries. I'll walk through toiletries in a little bit. Okay, friends, so we've made a lot of progress. So I have my suitcase here, just the hampers in this side, but I have my ears tucked over here. I've got my jean jacket, Elias's jacket, and then also undergarments. All of my clothes and pajamas are in this cube, and then my sweater is down here. So a little puffy with the jacket. I may put this over on the other side, but for now it's just hanging out over there. For Elias's bag, this is the like Nemo swim toy, the rest of the swim stuff, our swimsuits, bubble wand solution, the extra, and then his PJs, undergarments, all of his clothes and pajamas? No, his pajamas are in the pocket. Okay. All of his clothes are right in here. Sweatshirts, all that good stuff. So he is good to go. One thing I forgot is extra shoes. So I'm going to grab an extra pair of shoes for his bag. For my bag, I think I'm going to go with my sandals, my tried and true favorite sandals. And I'll probably wear tennis shoes on the way down because that's usually what I prefer to do. I wonder if I should wear the sandals. No, I'll probably pack the sandals. That'll be fine. And then the park bag is, I still need to work on the park bag a little bit here. This blanket I decided I'm going to leave out and just put it with his activity bag for the back seat. Let's talk about toiletries. So I did mention cords and stuff like that. So I'm still working on this. I am bringing this extra power bank. Eventually will end up in the park bag. But for now, I also did go ahead and grab some cords with a couple of different ends on them and USBs. So those will go right down in there, along with this one, which is a USB-C. Just in case, we'll take that one too. So I'll tuck those in. I have several other power banks, honestly. I've got this guy, which is one of my like OGs. It is real big. It lasts a good long while. I will probably honestly put this in Elias's activity bag for the drive. No, I lied. I'm probably going to have him plug in to the adapter. So this will probably go ahead and go in the park bag. This is like the big backup when I need to charge things like quite, up a good ways. So I have a cord that has a couple different adapters or ends to it on there. So I've got that one. I do have my other black one in the park bag, which has the cords that are built into it, which I really like. I'm actually going to leave this out. I need this for myself for this week. Okay, let's talk. So this is still a work in progress, but I'm getting there. Okay, I'm getting there. Before I talk about toiletries, I do want to say that I'm traveling a lot for work right now, and so I'm only showing toiletries that I need to pack for Elias because my toiletries are currently packed. They're just in a different bag. So I'm really only going to show the extra things that I need to put into this suitcase. And then when I get home from my other trips, so my plan is that once I'm home from my like work travel, I will just pull out my toiletry bags from that suitcase that they're in currently, move them over to the Disneyland trip suitcase, and then be ready to go because I'll have all my stuff in there from having traveled for work. So this is Elias's toiletry bag, his own little personal bag. So he's got some lotion in here. He does have some ointment for his skin. He's got shampoo and conditioner, body wash, toothpaste, his vitamins, and this cute little like magic towel. I like to bring a couple of these, and then a toothbrush. So that's everything for his toiletry bag. I also have a hair care bag. So it has a little bonnet, sculpting gel for his hair, a brush. I'll throw a comb in here as well, and then some leave-in conditioner. And I don't really need much else because I don't style his hair like I would do Ella's, obviously. We do have our little toilet bag. So this kind of sits just on the back of the toilet in our hotel room, has poopery and some wipes. I also love this Epsom salt foot gel for before the parks and after. We're getting a little bit low, so I might need to order a new one here pretty soon. This is great to help your feet. Also, if you are feeling like you had a kind of a rough park day, a lot of walking, take some ibuprofen in the evening, rub your feet down with Epsom salt gel, and you'll be good to go the following day, I promise. I'm also going to bring some makeup remover wipes because I sweat a lot in Disney, but also I tend to wear a little bit more makeup and like my glitter gels and things like that, so I need makeup remover wipes rather than just using washcloths. I hate to use the hotel washcloths and get them all dirty anyway. And then for jewelry, I did just throw in a few pairs of earrings here and some fun ones down on the bottom. I really wish I had some Pixar themed ones. I have time, I could order a couple pairs, but I'd have to do that like today. So maybe we'll do that. But that's my toiletries for now, or that's my jewelry for now. I have a couple other things I do want to add, but again, they're packed up for my work trips. So I'll probably make some adjustments before we go. So that's toiletries. I'm gonna grab some glitters. Okay, friends, I grabbed a little pouch to use, little bumpkins pouch, and then I just grabbed a few glitters. I might actually go ahead and order like a classic Mickey, and who knows, maybe like a blue or something. I need something else, like something more Pixar-y, I think. This one's pretty good for Pixar, but I think I want a little something else. And then I did go ahead and grab a couple of eye masks. I love these, especially on like the drive home to put them on, or at the end of the day, you know, when we've finished at the parks or something. Just a nice little like self-care moment is really nice. So I'm going to bring a couple of those and then get the rest of these things packed up into the bag. All right, friends, we are good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and zip up this little guy's suitcase. I did go ahead and put our extra shoes in the bag. They're actually both in my bag. Mine are under here, and Elias's are in here tucked away. I do put shoes in a little pouch. So whenever we put shoes in a suitcase, they go in a bag or like a zippered pouch beforehand. So just from grabbing my sandals, I actually am in need of ordering a new pair already. The spring and summer season hasn't even started, and I need a new pair of my like favorite walking sandals. So I will probably go ahead and order a new pair of those. I may not take them on this trip, but at least I'll start wearing them in a little bit. And then Elias could also use a new pair as well. He's been wearing Crocs a lot. One pair of Crocs he has is Minecraft. So I don't really want to take that for this trip. So I might go ahead and order him a new pair as well. That way he has that for the summer and like swimming and all that good stuff. That's what my kids prefer to wear in the warm weather. So we are all set. I do have some room in here to pack some little surprises for him, which I do want to do. So I need to get a hustle on and get those ordered. I just want to get like a couple little things that he can kind of open each day of our trip, just to make it a little bit more special. So I'm going to be on the hunt for a couple little things that I can grab for him. And I have a few other things to finish packing, but we're almost done. Also, I have to give a little moment for these cute name tags or luggage tags. I absolutely love them. Happiest kid and happiest mom on earth. So perfect for this trip. Okay guys, the last thing I do need to pack is a little medicine kit. I'm just going to use this pouch for this time. I think everything will fit. I take a condensed version of this into the parks with us, so it will be in my park bag. So let me walk you guys through this really quick. So to start with the kids' medication, I always travel with ibuprofen or Tylenol. My kids kind of prefer ibuprofen, so I usually travel with that. And then Benadryl. It's just liquid Benadryl, and then I need to grab a dosing cup really quick, so I will grab that. I also am traveling with Elias's inhaler. This is his rescue inhaler, so I try to always have one in my personal bag, and then I have one in the medicine kit at the hotel just in case we either lose the original or it runs out somehow, anything like that, never know. I always travel with a backup. I also have a pack of these Kids Crystals emergency packets. Elias loves these, so it's really easy for me to give him one of these and he will take it each day of the trip. And then we have some big like emergency packets for adults in the back, so I will use those. I also have a nail file, some antibiotic ointment, chapsticks, and this guy is a pouch full of different size band-aids and moleskin. So moleskin is really great if you are getting like a blister or just like your shoes are rubbing or your feet are rubbing in a weird spot because of the heat or anything like that. You can put moleskin on it and it will help to alleviate that soreness. So I always travel with this big old pack of just various sizes. You basically just cut the moleskin down to whatever size you need. And then I do also have this lotion. I usually put this in my park bag, but I like to travel with an extra one as well, because I always need lotion. I'm so dry, and same thing for my son. His skin is pretty dry. And then talk about adult medicine. So for adult medication, I have some allergy pills. This is just in case I forget to take my allergy pill at night. Every now and then on vacation that does happen, so it's nice to have a backup for daytime. I also have a thing of Tylenol. This is extra strength. I have a bunch of Tums in here just in case I eat too much at the park. This is Benadryl. It's chewable, I think. Is this children's? No, this is Pepto-Bismol. So in case anyone gets a upset tummy, I have given my kids like a half tablet of this before when they've had a stomach issue on vacation and they've been just fine. Take that with a grain of salt. You know your children and what they can handle. So also you can always consult your physician. And then this is a packet of ibuprofen. So ghetto, but that's what it is. And then I do have some Lactaid because I am technically kind of lactose intolerant, but I cannot say no to ice cream or milkshakes when on vacation. So that's everything I'm going to pack in the little medicine kit, and then that will go into our bag as well.